reporting our findings.
Well met.
Sir WCoC, I have some good news for you. The Crown Office has confirmed your knighthood, and from now on you shall be known as Sir WCoC Romain.
Well, that is excellent news.
Now tell me, Sir WCoC, what news do you have of your investigations of Potter's Fort? Did you find and kill the leader within?
I found him and killed him.
You did? Well, this is fantastic news. You are truly a hero and a fantastic find for Cormyr. You must tell me more. First tell me the nature of the creature that was behind the raids.
Yeah, I do not know what it was for certain, but many of the goblins were calling out for the Witch Lord.
And yet you say you slew it?
Yes.
Impossible. The Witch Lords were destroyed more than 400 years ago, and in any event were far too powerful for you or I to slay if one was alive today. Legend maintains they were liches. I thought I recognized the man, but had not made the link. Still, it was a very evil creature. It is impossible that you met a Witch Lord. King Galahad slew them in battle in the year 900 by the Dale Reckoning. It took a whole army of both men and elves to do it. Doubtless whatever it was you met was using the name to inspire fear. This is very strange. I must confer with Calanay, the court wizard, regarding this. What else did you discover?
The Witch Lord said his master was the dragon Byron Vapor.
Is that so? That is a worrying turn. We have long thought that Wyvern Vapor was not malevolent, but some have become suspicious with all the piracy on the lake, including myself. Even so, no one knows for sure where to find Wyvern Vapor.
You tell to Sir Gilbert Hawklin how Byron Vapor's castle is concealed.
Well, that is an old fable, that one. Strangely, it has another link to the Witch Lords, for that is the story of their castle, a magic castle that could never be found upon the lake. Such a castle is supposed to exist, though those that say they have seen it are generally ridiculed. However, a Mythalar would explain much. Only a Mythalar would have the power needed to raise a castle from the bottom of the lake. If the Wyvern Vapor lives in the castle, it would explain why he is so rarely seen.
The Witch Lord told me that his master is seeking the Wyvern Crown.
The Wyvern Crown? That is a relic of the Witch Lords themselves. Perhaps that is why the creature you met claimed to be a Witch Lord. After the battle where the Witch Lords were destroyed, King Galahad took the crown. It is a powerful artifact, though with some undesirable side effects, so it was placed in the royal treasury. There it resided for many years. Recently, though, thieves broke into the treasury and stole many items, the Wyvern Crown among them. Some of the items have since been recovered, some not, but the Wyvern Crown there has been no word except a very precise rumor. This states that the thieves crossed an area of wild magic, and that this triggered a gem jump spell on the crown.
What is a gem jump spell?
A gem jump spell is a spell placed on a gem that can be used to teleport the item to a specific location. The Wyvern Crown is reputed to carry several gems. It is more than possible that one had such a spell on it. If this is so, then the Wyvern Crown probably would have returned to this area, and indeed may even be in one of the barrows. Those barrows were often linked with the Witch Lords. There are hundreds of barrows. It is hopeless for us to seek it ourselves, but if the crown falls into the hands of another, I must speak urgently with Calanel about this. She will know what to do.
I discovered that the piracy on Lake Water is being carried out by Vallejo.
Are you certain? That is a big accusation, for Vallejo has been very helpful to me.
Explain how Vallejo is bankrupting Hawkling with his piracy, buying up farms to act as bases to search unmolested for the Wyvern Crown.
This, this is unbelievable. I would have been bankrupt long ago without Vallejo's loan.
You wouldn't need the loans if Vallejo wasn't sinking your ships.
Well, I suppose there is sense in that. I can give you my oath on this if it helps you, Sir Gilbert.
Vico does not lie.
This, this is quite a shock. I have been taken for a fool. You must find Vallejo and bring him to justice. We must deal with the threats that we can.
Okay. How can I help?
There is a fisherman who lives by the lake who has made quite a reputation for his yarns about the magic castle on Lake Wyvern Water. We must find this castle, and I recommend you start there.
Option to travel to Lake Wyvern Water is now available when you leave town.
At the very least, we must drive off the dragon, find the Mythalar within the castle, and find a way to shut its magic off. The castle will then not be able to rise from the lake, and Wyvern Vapor will be forced to find a new base. At the same time, Vallejo will lose his hideout. If you can find him and bring him to justice or destroy his ship, even better. In the meantime, I will urgently contact Caladne, the court wizard, and seek her counsel on this. There are many unanswered questions for me. We must find the Wyvern Crown ourselves if we are to end this threat, but we do not have the resources to search for it or know where to look. Caladne must be our guide on this.
Talk about something else. What do you know about Wyvern Vapor? Yeah, I'd like to know what type of a dragon he is. There's a lot of dragons in D&D. The base ones are gold, red, blue, green, black, white, but silver. But there's a lot of them. There's like a ton of them.
Very little is known of the dragon, although he is believed to have lived in Cormer for many years. I suppose the magic castle is the answer to the riddle. All the information that we have told that Wyvern Vapor was benevolent. Even the great wizard Vangerdahast himself thought so.
So, can we assume that that's still the case, actually? I mean, we don't know why he's seeking the crown in the first place. He's definitely doing scheming, doing shitty things, and it must be stopped, but for the greater good and all that.
But for the dragon himself, I know only this. Wyvern Vapor is a mist dragon, and is rumored to have some power over the wyverns that frequent the lake. Nothing more is known.
Mist would be water or steam, so cold or... Actually, I don't know what steam would be here. Fire damage, maybe? Cold or fire? Probably. I'll definitely hold on to the cold protection weapon. Although I don't know, because I might be able to protect my own ass with it, but I couldn't really damage the dragon. So it's much more important to be able to do damage. But we might keep an eye out for protection items. The basic thing is that it's not an ability training or harming dragon, I think. No, I don't think so. It's wind or water attack combination of some sort. I don't think it's lightning. It's either cold or fire, the breath attack. Possibly some sort of a wind attack. Either way, it's not a big problem. With any luck, we don't have to fight it either. Really depends how ancient the dragon is more than anything else. If it's more of a juvenile or adult, it's not a problem, but if it's some kind of a elder dragon, then it's a problem no matter what it is. Let's talk about what I found in Poltersport. A merchant Imelda has been paying the witch lord to raid for raids on the farms.
Do you have proof of this?
Yeah, I do. This is one of the documents from Poltersport, pledging payments for raids on Valetto's farms.
Please let me see it. A disgrace! My own name will be caught up in this. Some will think it an act of spite on Valetto, but innocents are perishing here. You must bring Imelda to justice swiftly. Alas, she is not in town now, and will not return until the next tournament. You must catch her then and escort her to the Crown Office for justice.
When is the next tournament?
Not for a few more days yet, but you have plenty to keep you busy until then.
Okay. Nothing else. I think the internal... You might consider giving Edgar some sort of equipment buff, but Lucinda probably not, so we could keep Lucinda in the background with her full complement of spells ready in case we need that extra firepower against something. But Edgar is sort of worthless unless we get the armor class to release to upgrade it somewhat. I mean, it's almost 10 points below mine. That's a disgrace. And I don't really have much, like a single good armor. A couple of magical items help, but he should still have at least an armor class of 20. And 15 just means everything hits him. He's worthless as a frontline fighter with those stats. Do you even have a good shield? He has a basic shield, which is fine, but we can probably get a power shield. Also, do you specialize in a weapon? No, because you're a paladin. Paladins can't specialize in shit. He's using every type of weapon known to man. So the blade itself is not that important. We could give him almost any weapon and he'll be okay with it. Not that we have extra ones then. The katana would be better than pretty much anything he has. The only reason I didn't give it to him earlier was that I'm not sure he would be able to use it. He's carrying too much crap. If we're going to upgrade his armor, the extra crap needs to come up. Listen, plus 5. He's not gonna need that. If anything, again, simple armor class increasing stuff. Do you have a ring, I suppose? Did I sell it? Probably sold it. That's not a... I don't really regret that. No, it's still here. Because this won't make much of a difference. And it's the armor that is gonna make the biggest difference. A simple armor would be a few thousand gold pieces.
Greetings.
Right. We're going to go around town talking to a few people. Also talking to our sidekicks.
Hail and
Tell me more about yourself. I will share a little more detail with you now. All you have heard is the family history that everyone knows and judges me by, and even say I was lucky to escape with so light a punishment. All we lost was our family seat in Suzale, and I hated that place anyway. But the truth is, the day the king spared us from exile was not the day my troubles ended. I'm grateful to him for his mercy, but the fall was still a hard one. Why? Since my family's fall, I have not been able to pursue any career that looks like a threat to the king. All the doors once open are now closed, positions of any power are gone, but the one that hurt me the most was the pursuit of physical prowess. You may not think to look at me now, but I was a promising warrior before our fall. Knighthood was my goal, the same as you have now achieved. I dreamt of glory in the joust, my name known across the lands for my skill and my chivalry. When the fall came, it was rare to find a journey I could enter, and when I did, I was pelted with offal, often stones, so that my horse would become skittish and I would be forced to withdraw. Treachery caused this, Vico, not mine, but others. I hate traitors to Cormer with a passion. Yeah, I can see why. They have been years of hardships since. I'm assuming there. But now there is hope in my heart. Let's not talk anymore of my past. I'll try to talk to Lucinda again soon. Maybe she's willing to tell more, but I just haven't talked with her.
Well met.
Same with Edgar.
I told you a little about the times of peace, didn't I? For me, mostly times of boredom, to be honest. I guess you must have experienced something similar, else you would not have left Cormier.
Well, I left to seek fortune and adventure, it's true.
Well, I did think about leaving Cormier myself, often actually, but always my duty to the king and my training as a paladin kept me here. I hungered for something exciting to happen in my life though, and I think I was probably not the best student in those times. Then one day my life changed completely. I talk of a woman, of course. No doubt you have guessed as much. Her name was Elaine, and she brought a sweetness to life that I would not have believed possible.
So what happened?
It hurts to think about it, to be honest. It's far too long since I thought of Elaine. One summer of love we had, it was very strange. A special kind of friendship, I suppose it was more like, for we never discussed love. We just knew it was there, unspoken, and we'd search out each other's company whenever we could, both understanding our desire just to share time. Who knows what would have become of us? We thought we had all the time in the world, I guess, and never acted upon our love. We both had duties to perform and put them first.
Sounds very special.
That it was. I am glad you understand it, but there was a complication. I didn't say it, did I? Elaine was a Cormerial, and when the plot to kill the King Azun came to light, the Cormerials were found to be behind it. The Abaraxis affair, it was called.
Aye, that was a difficult time for us, though the king was gentle considering the treachery involved.
Elaine was not implicated as far as I knew, but she was from an important branch of the Cormerials. She was banished with the rest of them.
What did you do?
I didn't know what to do, whether to chase after Elaine or go to the king and demand she was exempted. Before I could do either though, the court wizard Vangerdahast came to me. Vangerdahast was a man to be feared, and I knew his visit spelled trouble.
In my experience, a visit from Vandergrast was always a mixed blessing.
I was very guarded, but all he did was to talk to me, to tell me that my duty was to the king and that sometimes for the realm we had to make great sacrifices. As a paladin, he said, this was something I would understand. It still hurts to think about this even now, WCoC. I think I will leave this story, and we can take it up another time. Let's talk of lighter things or other matters.
Okay, I'll see if they want to talk more about it now. Lake Wyvern Water. If there's something after the Wyvern Water incident, I'm not sure what it would be. I mean, we're not exactly assaulting the castle at this moment, but I would have to assume that that's where it leads. And that has to lead to an encounter with the dragon. It might not be a fight, but it's an encounter with the dragon. Fighting it has to be one of the options.
Hail and
Doesn't have anything
Well
else
met.
to say. Right. So, we are looking for certain type of objects to fill the void. Mainly better shields, belts, jewelry, accessories, that sort of thing. The boots are great. 8 points and regeneration. This is sort of trash, but it allows us to carry our rubbish around. Let's report the success with the poltergeist.
I greet you.
You will be pleased to hear I have exorcised the poltergeist.
I am indeed very pleased to hear that. The spirit deserved to be released after so long. Tell me, was there any physical form it left?
Just a broken blade.
Perhaps you should take it over to the smith in Wankel's library. If you kept it, sometimes this old blade can be reforged into a new weapon. Yes, I think Tempest would be pleased by that.
I should have one item piece, particular item piece, I guess. Or do I? I have used 3. Not sure if we had 3 or 4. Probably 3. Protection from evil, unlimited users per day. I'm actually like the extra spotting this provides. Listen, search, and spot. Those skills are valuable, and I don't really have a way to invest in them, so this is great. A fine plate. Negative energy resists. We need to buy a fine plate type of an armor. Might be a little bit cheaper somewhere else, but it's about 3,000 plus, no matter where we buy it, I think. So we have to get it for Edgar. This is actually quite good, because it has a very highly reduced carry weight.
This load is a
We
bit
might
of a
also keep thought
strain.
about buying another bag of holding. The prices here are terrible. We should not buy anything extra here. What I want to is look at some of the options. Ring of Flame. We have a flame weapon. Each generation ring might not be a horrible idea. Spell Battle Ring. Immunity to spell level. Immunity to spell by level 1 or lower. Yeah, this is mostly just crap. We're gonna save some money by buying the armor somewhere else, I think. 3 extra armor from that.
This load
We could have bought a
is a
better
bit
one,
of a
but this has the
strain.
weight reduction, which is pretty much mandatory for a character with such a poor cast strength value. So it'll still help quite a bit. We can probably push his armor class to 21 if we get a tower shield for him. Maybe more if we give him the ring. It's not great, but it's massively superior to what he had before this, so gotta keep that in mind. I will sell everything on in the one-armed McGurks. I'll go quickly visit the 6 coppers trading caster, see if we can buy information from them.
I agree.
Simple tower shield is cheap as hell, but we'll buy at least that.
I greet you.
But if you're not gonna buy it, I'm gonna just drop it. Can you carry the excess armor? Yes, but that's pretty much everything you can carry. Right. Simple tower shield. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing we can buy. Right. Okay. Anything we would want? Fire resistance girdle. Fire resistance 10, saving throws versus cold -2. I'll take this. We have one cold resistance item, but we don't have a fire resistance item. Also, I don't actually have a belt. Also, this isn't that expensive. It's less than 1000 gold. Probably because it has negative against cold damage. So, it's a cheap insurance against fire using opponents, even if they're just hellhounds. I could basically ignore the breath attack of hellhounds now. So, it'll be useful. We need to only switch it out if we encounter cold damage doing enemies. Right, anything else? I'm very happy with the boots, but immunity to slow and tangle feet, that's That's important, but I wouldn't say it's critical. We can use potions and the like to get around that. Also, I'm not all that happy about this. The strength +1 is nice, but I don't want the negative to intellect, and I'm not using the blood frenzy almost anywhere. So there's probably a lot of better options. Spark skin is nice. 1 use per day for free. Electrical resistance is good. Getting better. Not here. We want to buy certain items, healing and the like. Acid stone. Can be rubbed along a weapon to enhance its properties. They are particularly coveted by those with crafting skill. Cast on yourself. The item in your right hand will receive the effect. This item does not work on ranged weapons. So, is it a temporary boost or permanent boost? Ice stone, shock stone, acid stone. It's not that expensive either. Right, but the important stuff. Things that will buff us. That's the important stuff. You can boost your spot surfs and listen with this temporarily. 2 uses per day. Concentration skill is added to those skills. Riddler's ring. Utter rubbish. Necromulet. Concentration, spellcraft protection versus undead. Spell focus. Not a good one. Utter rubbish. This will be useful for buying a certain type of potions. I'll buy a single heal. It's very expensive, but it's a lifesaver in a tough situation. I'll buy 1 extra lore potion. Couple of bark skins maybe. We don't often use these, but sometimes the extra few points of armor class is very useful. I'll buy single invisibility. I don't have a use for it right now. We need extra strength. Not sold here. Death armor might not be a horrible idea. Doesn't last for a long time. Right, I'll buy 2 potions of speed in single potion of speed apparently. That's a big investment already. Do we have restoration items? Potion of lesser restoration. Single. I'll take a couple. This way, if we get our stats gets reduced, I can just drink a potion to recover them. I don't need a lot. I just need to have a couple in the bag. I have some antidotes already. Maybe a few heals. Very likely we're not gonna really need these, but you know, there's no real harm in having them. And we can keep going in a tough situation for much longer. I'm also gonna buy one of those elemental damage stones and see what they do.
My greeting.
Acid one. It's a fairly sure thing that'll work against almost anything.
Yes.
Yes. One point of acid damage added. And you paid a couple thousand for it. It's not worth it. Not for me at least. Maybe with more weapon crafting skill you can add more acid damage. Weapon crafting skill seems to be supported fairly well in this adventure. Other crafting skills not so much, but even them. Still, do I have the sword in hand? No.
Hello.
These are way beyond my price range anyway. Who the hell sold oh, that's stone. Relics of ancient times, these stones can be used to place virtues on an item. Their results can be unpredictable, even detrimental at times, although are more reliable in the hands of those that can craft, so yeah, we're not doing anything with that. Symbol of nature, called lightning. 3 uses. I'll pass. I think there was a bag of holding sold somewhere else. It could be somewhat cheaper. I'm definitely interested in another one. I don't want to pay 4,000 for it. I think I can get away with at least with half the price. It would have to be the smith. The temple doesn't sell it. I don't think this guy sells it either. Here it is. Yeah, it's at least 1,000 gold cheaper.
Yes.
I'd say we can easily get another 10,000 gold if we need to. Just getting rid of some rubbish. Murderous dust. Right. We're heading out. I'll quickly visit the grave, see if something's happened there again. Couple of tasks we had in the city, but I don't see how we could really advance them.
Hello.
Okay. The raids along the edge of the forest are being paid for by someone here in Thunderstone.
Tell me what you know.
No, I can't do this. We already know what we need to do. I think if we report things to Hurim, it might cause trouble for our Lord. So we'll skip that for now. It's not like we intend to let the issue go. We intend to address it when with the next tournament, assuming there is one. Right, doesn't look like there's anything new going on around here.
Hail and well.
Well met.
Lake Wyvern Water. You're traveling on horseback to Lake Wyvern Water. It will take 1 night and cost 32 gold in inn fees if inns are available. I don't see why would I use inns without. We'll encounter something. Which is not really a problem.
Hold this spot like it was home.
Yes, I can accomplish this task.
Where are we?
To your weapons, and don't let up. Hold this spot like
Stay
it was
away.
home.
I'll handle this. Yeah, this isn't gonna take long.
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack!
Okay,
Hold this spot. To your
now
weapons,
just stick with
and
me.
don't let up. Attack!
There's a skill check here. Hello there, I be Garth. What's your name then, lad? Pick up Lomain. Well, that's a nice name, isn't it? I'm going to call you lad, or laddie though. I can't remember names for more than a few seconds anyway. Now, I ain't seen naught but pirates in these parts for a long time. I guess you've heard my reputation as a fine tale teller. You'll be wanting to swap yarns about the high seas and such, no doubt, eh, lad? What tales do you have to tell? Well, I'd rather listen than tell 'em, and that's the truth. There's many a landlubber tell you otherwise. I'm one of them. You can't talk for ages in my experience. But since you are asking it, it so happens I do have many strange tales, and most have more truth than fiction in them, though there's a few that believe me these days. I've tales of pirates, magic castles, and mystical beasts. Say, it's a long time since I've done this. It's fun, is it not? Let's open a bottle to help the time pass, but laddie, do you have anything with you? Huh? Yeah, I have wholetail spirits.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Wholetail spirits. Hold on a sec. I'll not take that off you without giving you something in return. Let me see.
Uh, miscellaneous mall.
Here we go. This stone, I reckon, has a bit of magic in it, though I, for one, don't know how to use it. Take this, and we'll enjoy the spirits.
What is it? It's on the first page. Miscellaneous. It's a skill stone, right? Can be used to place virtues on an item. Results can be unpredictable, even detrimental at times, although are more reliable in the hands of those that can craft. I can't craft, so I will never use this. I'm guessing there's a good chance you can still get beneficial end results, probably even more likely than detrimental ones, but I don't care to gamble. It would probably be something fairly irrelevant anyway.
Ah, that's better. What do you want to know about?
Let's talk about these mystical beasts.
Aye, the white stag. A most wonderful looking beast it is. It comes up sometimes right to the edge of the chasm behind my house. I tried to follow it. Crossing the chasm with a rope was perilous. It's too big for a man to jump unaided, though a horse might. When I got to the other side, though, I had no hope of catching up to the stag on foot, and it soon disappeared in the trees.
So a horse again.
It still comes down here from time to time, though, lad. You'd like to see it in the moonlight, I reckon. Its hide all aglow like it does.
Okay. But we need to get it alive, sort of, or intact. It's all because we don't really have an interest to go after the white stag, personal interest. It's all to return the favor we got. It might lead to other things. For example, discovering who has been hunting the forest folk. I know we are not gonna get any kind of reward out of it anymore, but that doesn't mean we would not be looking to try to do something about it. What do you know about the pirates?
This place is full of them, laddie. You know I once went up to Thunderstone to report it. Could have lost my head for that, but no one in town cared a lot, so mostly I sell my fish to the pirates nowadays. Stupid landlubbers. Maybe I should have been a pirate, not a fisherman.
Where do the pirates live?
Why, in the magic castle, of course.
Okay, tell me more about this castle.
I do, but that depends if you are here to make fun, enjoy a yarn, or listen carefully.
Yeah. Whatever you tell me, I'll take it very seriously.
Oh, why is that? When no one else takes me seriously.
I'm on a quest to find this castle.
A quest, eh? I can see there's a story there too. Is it one worthy of my tale? Ah, no. That's my best tale, that is. Been telling it for years, and I reckon not a single person believed me. More fool them, lad, and that's the truth, 'cause it's sitting right here under their noses. A great big castle. It only comes up out of the lake when there's a thick mist. Don't ask me how. That's magic, of course. There's a dragon who's lived there for years, and more recently the pirates use it too. I've offered to show some of the folks up at Thunderstone how to find it, but there's none that's interested.
Where do the pirates go when the castle sinks?
Sometimes they take their ships out on the lake, but more often than not, the pirates and their ships are inside the castle when it sinks. Guess it must have air inside it.
Tell me more how to find the castle.
There's a route there you can take from the mainland. and as luck would have it, you're very close to it. Work your way north along the cliff edge, and you'll eventually come to a pathway leading down into the bay. Now, it might look like there's no way to go from there, but there is, lad. Follow the sandbars west into the lake, and when the mist's on the water, they'll lead you right to an island you'll never see when the mist is gone.
Have you ever been to the castle?
Not I, it's dangerous. I'd not want to make an enemy of the pirates or the dragon, and besides, there's wyverns that watch the sandbars. Likely they'd have a go at any Jack Tar trying to make the crossing alone.
Yeah, that's very helpful. No, let's like other questions. Yep, that's fine. Thanks. Thanks a bunch. My biggest worry is how to keep the other two alive in this, especially against the wyverns, because that screams poison damage. We also need to wait for nightfall if we want to go after the stag, which we do. We might want to investigate the area properly before we do anything. To me it sounds like we have to use a horse, otherwise we will lose the stag. Rope will only get us so far. Look, the nearby tree has an arrow carved in it pointing west. Yeah. It's guide for the pirates.
Miko,
What is it?
look over there. On the other side of the chasm, there's a cave with some steps. Though I don't see a way to cross this chasm. I think we should stick to our mission though. After all, the castle won't be in there.
The Mythalar might be though, or a secret way in.
Well, I suppose that is possible.
Actually, it's highly improbable, but it could be a place of interest to us anyway. How exactly would we get there? A rope or a horse? But again, where comes the spot where we can start using them? Looks like it's maybe the tree here with a rope. You could use a rope to get across the chasm if you wish to. Sure. Right, the steed escapes here. Some sort of animal track. No shit. Could be a hunter's place to hide. Floor of this cave is wet and slimy.
Hold
Wait
this
here.
spot like it was home.
Yes. I
Okay,
can
okay, what
accomplish
is it?
this task.
Something lives in here, and it smells very bad.
That rules out pirates or smugglers, but what could it be?
The smell is familiar. Where have I smelled it? I can't place it, but it smells like mold. Or something like it.
So it's a slime of some
Hold this
sort,
spot
probably.
like it was home.
We are being attacked by something. Jellies, yeah. Was to be expected.
Let's have at it!
It's one of these son of a bitches that keeps playing. Someone's attacking them.
Come on, follow along.
I can accomplish this task.
Oh, someone's trying to fireball me. Edgar is lower half health. Good go.
Step with me. Come on, follow along. To your
Feel free to do something.
Hold this spot like
I can accomplish this task.
Okay, it's a slip pudding check. It's harmless. Rider's ring, ride and tumble. Brass talisman, surge +5. Ecor. Not sure why I should take the Ecor. I mean, in the pirate adventure it actually served a purpose, but in this, it just seems like it's a random item.
to your weapons, and don't let up. Attack!
What a load of shit. We don't want to give him a potion. The reason being that we have to rest for the white stag anyway, so that'll act as like heal. Edgar will get the ring because it has tumble. That will help him to keep alive a little better. Wait. Whether we heal or not is not that important, but we are healing. Right. It's all about the stag. Could also have investigated the area that leads from here, because even if the stag is here now, I'm not sure if I can do anything about it, or get it in a way that isn't gonna cause us to lose the stag itself.
Well met.
Hail and well met.
Well met.
Where's the third horse? I don't understand why the mounting action doesn't include getting closer to the actual horse. Right, see if we can find the stag. Don't think so. It's so we pretty much have to just go in the correct area, urban section on our own. Okay. There's a crossing point by horse marked on the map. Rope near the trees, and it's the narrower spot with the horses. Yeah, somewhere here. Bandits.
Hold this spot like it was home.
Yes, I can accomplish this task.
You fool, don't go there. It's absolutely vital that no one harms the stag anyway. Escapes into the forest, so there's a very minor window of opportunity for us to do anything. And I would say without a horse, there's no chance.
Hold this spot like it was home.
Can't attack it, but this way it can't escape me either, at least not easily. You managed to locate the white stag, but it was far too fast for you and escaped in the forest. Looks like Johnny Drab's log will remain unanswered. So, how would we deal with this? Maybe there was a chance to come here before nightfall to make some arrangement. Does the quest say now? You know as little about the white stag, only that it is fast, lives in the forest, and you will need to get close if you are to kill it without damaging its hide. So, it can only be killed in melee. Is that it? So can't use range weapons.
To your weapons, and don't
Okay.
let up. Attack!
That's fine. You might be able to use knockdown on it anyway. Tide of legendary white stack. It's almost certainly worth a bit of money. You have found the white stack and skillfully hunted it, bringing it down without damaging the hide. The beautiful coat is likely to be worth quite a lot. Okay, so it was a much more simple task than I thought.
Hold this spot like it was home.
Yes, I can accomplish this task.
Why the fuck am I an invalid target for dismounting? I was trying to mount the already mounted horse. Right,
Hold this spot like it was home.
I need to go
Yes,
kill some
I
bandits.
can accomplish this task.
Either bear prints of or scuffs of mud. Are you shitting me? This is a clever use of the map though. There's no visible sign that there's a path here, but easily navigatable path anyway. A bandit leader. What a bunch of losers. Ooh. Yeah, I still say they're a bunch of losers. Where, whatever, it doesn't make a difference. I lost my allies are being killed. Right, there's an army of werecasters there. So let's do this all over again. Run, you fool!
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack!
I can't protect these guys if they don't stay close. Horses have a bit of trouble navigating.
Step with me. Come on. Follow along. To your weapons, and don't let up.
They're
Attack!
probably attacked in the rear. Okay,
Step with me. Come on.
both of you out of the fucking way.
To your weapons. Hold this spot like it was home.
We're boar. What a were creatures in general. I'm not too worried about them. I have a stun ability on the sword too. Work on the werebull. Fantastic. Werecat should be much easier to deal with. that it?
To your weapons, and don't let up.
Okay,
Attack!
not bad at all. One quest done. A little trouble faced, new type of enemies. Oh, this is one a nightmare to navigate with horses and allied horses. It's not like you can manually push through, but the automatic pathfinding just doesn't like this.
Yes, I can accomplish this task.
Can you though? Because it seems to me that you can. Just saying. I might as well take the extra rope. Holy water, usually not that useful, but we'll see.
Yes, I can accomplish this task.
Yeah, I think I'll just bash this. Easier that way. Except there's no room to bash a goddamn thing.
I have completed this undertaking.
A ring of something and some gold. Looks like a ring of protection. Right.